Hello.
Renaigse, there you are again. What do you want?
To speak to you about my cousin's capture and the massacre of his escort. A soldier from the nearby outpost survived and told us that you were present on the battlefield.
You dare come here and accuse us of taking him? Let me throw him out this Renaigse and his Ilkderen. May they receive this punishment for their arrogance.
You should calm down if you want the location of your camp to remain a secret to the world.
Is that a threat?
It's a fact. Until now, it hasn't been necessary to reveal to your enemies where your camp is. It would only require a few simple directions and your rebellion would soon be snuffed out.
Do you truly believe that we will back down from threats because we fear the lions?
My friend has offered you an exchange. A secret for a secret. But since your pride is greater, then speak for Katasach. You know he is the greatest healer of the island, a member of the council, and he also has gone missing.
Much more than that. Daughter of Blatnit.
What do you mean?
And divorced Tire. Katasach died from the wounds he received during the battle in the field. That night, we heard the sounds of a terrible combat. The ground shook all the way to our homes. We went to see the last breath of Katasach and many of the Renaigse. We carried the body of the Donegad and brought it here.
He gave his life to protect Constantine. May he rest in peace. This request might surprise you, but we would like to see him.
Why? What do you want to do with him, Renaigse?
Examine him to understand what killed him. We were told that an island native was there and that he likely led the attack.
No Donea Exregal would attack Katasach. You have been lied to, or they were mistaken.
That is the very reason I need to see his body.
You may see him.
Katasach. Seeing the state of his body. I hate myself for having suspected him. Forgive me, Donegad. To have doubted your loyalty and even more for what we are about to do. Now then. Let's see what story this corpse has to tell. Afra would know how to get information from this body. I'll need to go and find her. Afra would know how to get information from this body. I'll need to go and find her. Here is the body of Katasach. Could you examine it and tell us what you make of his wounds?
Of course. This won't be the first time I've examined a corpse. We note a great number of large, blunt force contusions, covering the entire surface of the victim's body. None of the wounds could be attributed to a blade or a spear, nor are there any visible bullet entry points. Practically every bone has been broken in multiple places. The rib cage was torn open and then collapsed. The open wound reveals multiple perforations of the vital organs. Here, the borders of the wounds have been singed. The flesh is blackened, exposed to a flame, no doubt. And we also note several patches of mineral residue. They seem oddly out of place in spite of the exotic insular origin of our deceased. I would be hard-pressed to tell you which of the wounds proved to be the fatal blow, but one thing is certain.
He was smashed violently by a giant rock that was without a doubt on fire.
Yes. These wounds are similar to those given by a heated cannon shot, though in a less regular fashion.
The dead soldiers we found had identical wounds. As crazy as this may sound, whoever is responsible for this attack is capable of wielding molten rock.
In any other circumstance, your conclusion would qualify you for an asylum. But I stand on the side of the improbable. The natives' powers reside outside the body of knowledge we possess.
I can't imagine an Adaig behaving like this. It is not their way. That they might attack careless hunters or warriors, true, but to attack Katasach. The power to call volcano fires could only be that of a guardian. No simple man wields mountain fire.
We still don't really know who is actually behind this attack, nor what they want. Judging by the severity of these wounds, I fear the worst for Constantine.
All your experiments. You've learned so little. You've learned to fear. Your instincts should have been enough.
We had to at least try. Are you not even concerned or angered by what happened to Katasach?
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives, your relentless attacks and incessant treacheries. All the same, there is truth in your words. This attack is out of place. Guardian and Donegad would never attack one another. There is a ritual that might help us. Anatalas Fair.
The Anatalas Fair. What is it? Tell me more.
It is a magical rite that only a person with a powerful bond to both spirits and nature can perform. It allows the Donegad who chants it to relive the last moments of an Onol Manawi.
That would allow us to at least see the face of his assassin.
If what I have heard is true, yes. To my knowledge, only one Donegad still living knows the ritual.
Let's ask her for her help then. She might be able to tell us what has become of Constantine.
You are quick to ask another to put her mind in danger for your own concerns. Imagine the pain of the wounds of another, shaking your body as the cold of death crushes your beating heart. This is what you must ask of the Tiernahach. It is the price she must pay for performing the ritual. When her companion was lost in battle, fighting against your own, she wanted to live that death beside her. Since that day, our Tiernahach Kadachtas has never breathed air with the same breath.
That would explain her distrust of the colonials.
You must make her see your purpose. It may be the only way you are going to learn the fate of your cousin.
Hello, Mev.
Renoixe, why have you come here again?
I've come to ask you for help.
My help? You still seek the remedy for the sickness on your island? Or are you looking for something else?
My cousin has been taken, and I've been told that you could help me.
Truly? And in what way?
By performing the Anatalis fair on the body of Katasach, the Donegat.
Katasach is dead. Under Vosh Dire. This is a great tragedy. He was a good man. Perhaps the best of us all. How did this happen?
He went with my cousin to a sacred site when they were attacked. My cousin has disappeared, taken, according to a witness. And Katasach suffered terrible wounds. We examined him, and it seemed as if he had been struck by molten rock.
Fire of the earth. Only the Nadaig Manemen have the power to wield it. But none of our own would have attacked Katasach.
This is why we need your help. We want to understand and to find who's responsible.
And you will avenge the dead as you have avenged my wound in the past. Very well, Renoixe. I will help you. And I also wish to gain understanding. Our island wails in suffering. Many Sinol Menawi have died. The Anatalas fair may kill me, but at least I will know. You will need to act as my Voglendaig, and bring to me the necessary ingredients while I prepare.
What do you require?
A potion. And listen and remember, or write in your language what I shall tell you. Do not forget, the viscera of the scavengers must be taken from a place near the battlefield, because they contain the flesh of those who fell. As for the personal object of Katasach, find his weapon, because it knew his fury and his despair.
He didn't have a weapon when I found his body. I'll search the battlefield.
Where can I find him?
In Doren's camp. She recovered him after the battle.
Very well. Not far from there is a sacred circle. You'll find me there when you have united all that I need. Then we can perform the ritual when the moon is high.
In that case, let's go together to the ritual site. The place of the attack is not far from Doren's camp.
Very well. I'll follow you. Were you able to find?
No.
Have you a potion?
I have heard
Find me.
Until then.
the enlightened protect me in this battle!
I recognize this weapon. It's Katasak's, I'm certain. It must have been broken during the battle. Let's take it back to Meth.
You'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best Greetings. I was honored by your visit. Greetings. What? I was honored by your visit. Please, come back whenever you want.
Were you able to find the elements I need for the ritual?
Yes. Here is what you asked me to bring.
This is good. But the moon is not yet high enough. Would you like to wait with me?
Yes. I'll keep you company.
Sit then in that case. And remains... Katasar, we have come to learn the truth of your death. Ato al confrangawi brandi, ole hanamemen adestame haman. Baravridenan tahanemo quate grenfen, linqui damda renaute da hodos. Lemat, de tahawan kloisam, de talugedon velam, de taragam buledam, de tatamenam reloidan, adotalamen contebedam en antelam verfragt tangom.
Katasak! Help me! Please!
Show no fear. I do not think he means you any harm.
What is this? This monster? Why is it attacking us?
I don't know. I don't understand. It is as if it seeks you out. It wants you.
You never should have done that, Katasach. To save one Renaikse, you put us all in great peril. His spirit is different. He receives badly. You have woven the bond of the Deathbringer.
What is happening to you? Get a hold of yourself! Come on!
I cannot believe it. He has returned.
Who has?
Finbar. The High King. We thought he was dead. He disappeared months ago.
Is he the attacker? And what of Constantine? Have you seen a young, blonde-haired man? He was sickly.
Yes. The golden haired was there. And he was afraid. Katasach protected him before he was killed by Finbar. Leave me now. I am very tired.
How are you feeling?
Better. What are you going to do now?
If I want to have any hope of finding Constantine, I must follow Vinbar. I have no choice. I will need to return to his sanctuary in the north of the island. He must be hiding there.
You know where he is?
Yes, but I wasn't able to enter. I have one seed, but I need another.
Vinbar is a very powerful Donegad, as well as being the High King. He has access to knowledge that even I cannot attain. He has seen the true face of Enol Mil Frichtim. His secrets must be well kept. And he would only have shared them with those he loved the most.
Yes, I must find Sera. She is certainly the only one to know which seed is needed. Thank you, Mev. You have helped us greatly.
Do not thank me. I have not done this for you, but for Katasach. In order to satisfy my curiosity, I betrayed my king. You will find him and confront him, no doubt. All that remains for me to do is to pray that I have done nothing that cannot be fixed.
Farewell, Mev.
And so you have left the cavern, Renaigse. And here you are again.
I have no idea why you suddenly decided to shut us in there, but it matters little. I must know what second seed is required to open the door to the sanctuary. Now, more than ever, we must find Vinbar. He slew Katasak and he holds my cousin captive.
Vinbar would not have killed Katasak. He respected him. And why would he bother with your cousin?
I have no idea why, but I know it to be true. The Tierna Hach Kadaktus revealed this to me. Would you accuse her of lying?
No. You are the one who lies, like all the other Renaigse. And I should never have let you enter the cavern. 8 more!
Maybe enlightened perfect me in this battle, or shattering gulf our enemies.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work. King Vinbar, why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad!
Take it! You are too blind, too Renaix to understand.
Leave him! That's enough! Free him!
I cannot. O source of life!
Free him! Damn it! Constantine! Wake up, please! I beg you! Hang on. We're bringing you home to get you healed. Three days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep. The affairs of state can certainly wait another day.
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the fourth time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I wouldn't go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it, and in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site, a place full of magic. I followed his instructions, and all of a sudden, what an incredible sensation. I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears, and beasts jumped all over us. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened. It seems that Vinbar was targeting you specifically.
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his... It seemed that he was speaking to someone, but there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman.
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you like the others?
No, not really. It seemed he spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the Earth. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly, of course. Tell me more about this ritual.
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practiced.
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little time. So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me a sort of potion. What ceremony! I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous stone, and there, a gigantic beast came and started circling around me. It was incredible! I truly felt a bond with that place. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my... And now I am Onol Manawi, like you! Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was Enon Mil Frictumen?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to the sanctuary is dead.
Oh no. Do not tell me!
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary according to Glendan. I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they are going to name a successor.